So here we got the card for 249 USC tomorrow night. Exciting because there hasn't been fights for a long time, and this was actually the first reason I was going to start this YouTube, was for sport picks and betting based off the numbers. Not being a fan, that's going to be our main advantage over the rest. But actually, watch USC. It's the only sport I watch, so check this out. I'll start from the bottom. Sam Alvey, I got him just based off experience. Span is young and has a better record, but Alvey is a tough son of a bitch. He loves to bang. He's gonna. So unless he takes him out, I think Alvey could get him just off experience. But that's a close one. But then you look over here. So what I did, here's the way I formatted this. These are the ones on the left who I think are going to win. These are the ones I bet. So here's, as a fan, who I think is going to win. Logically, these are the bets I'm going to take. So for example, look, I see Souza, Jacare versus Uriah Hall. I got Jacare winning over here. But if you look over here, it's a plus 105 for Hall and a minus 135 for Souza. I want to take the bet. Nothing's circled. This is the format I'm going to do it from now on. I'll be doing one of these before every USC card. So for example, Alvey, I got him. I would take the bet. He's a plus 315. It's real good odds. I got Mitchell. He's undefeated, young, and I think he's going to be a star. But I wouldn't take the bet. He's a minus 170. People agree. This next one is going to be, I think, one of the best fights. I think this Niko Price is real special. He's still kind of underground. No one really knows of him. But this guy, look up his highlights. I dare anyone to. But he's fighting a beast. The guy that has a hell of a chin is going to come forward. So look, he's an underdog. Plus 240. I'd take that bet all day. We already discussed this one. Jacare I got, but the odds aren't good enough. I don't really care about girl fights, but I got Esperanza, and the bet odds minus 155. Want to take it. This next fight's good. It's two old guys, heavyweights. Francis Verdum versus a Russian dude that will choke you from any position, and I got the Russian just because he could choke you from the bottom, the top, and he's tough on top. But this is kind of a gamble one at the heavyweights. This is kind of a pick-em fight to me, but at a plus 270. I'm taking the Russian all day. And on the bets too. Next one, it's a hard one for me, but I picked Cowboy. I think he's gonna pull back. He's been pulling back. He's been losing, I think, maybe 3 in a row. I gotta check, but after that McGregor fight, it'd be hard for him to lose again. But Pettis, you never know. He could pull that off. So let's look at the odds over here. We got Sony plus 117. I circled it. I don't know if I'd take that. To be honest, looking back at that, I don't think I would take that. It's kind of like a gamble. Put a little money for fun. That's it. I won't put anything serious. This next one is Hardy versus D Castro. And check this out. This is a one because I did a red. It's because it's opposite who I think is gonna win. I think Hardy's gonna win. But if I bet, I'd put it on the other guy because it's a plus 175. And I think it's almost a pick'em fight. A little more experience on the MMA side versus a better athlete. And Hardy. This next fight, I think Qatar is sort of like that Niko Price, where this guy's a real star on the making. And I think he'll win it, but at the same time, when you look down here, it's another case of this where it's a plus 215 for Stevens, so I'd take that bet. This next one's almost a pick'em too. I think he's more known, so he'll get more bets, but they both are like the same fighter. One hit KO dudes, real big. I seen Francis has had some boring fight versus Lewis, and a couple times he hasn't looked good, so we know he's not unbeatable. So I'll take the other guy because of the momentum he has, and also I'd take the bet because it's a plus 205. Next one, I got Cejudo over Cruz. I think Cejudo is just a hell of an athlete. Cruz is real good, but he's on the old side. He hasn't fought a long time. But look, it's a plus 160, so I'll take Cruz on the bet line. Just because it's that close. And I think Gaethje might win this one just because Ferguson has a tendency to get hit, and Gaethje has that knockout power. And the odds line up for something I'd take because it's a plus 185. Looking back at the whole card, I think the best bet in here might be Sam Alvey versus Spann being a plus 315. I like the Niko price at 240, and I can't even say his name, Aleksei or whatever, versus Verdun at plus 270. Those are my favorites. And these are all odds off my bookie, so they'll vary off other bookies, but be fairly similar. Let's see if I had any ones I'd call not sure bets, but most likely sure bets would probably be I think unless Hall can land some flashy roundhouse kick and take out Jacare or drag him deep into the third and tire him out, I think Jacare is going to take his ass down and submit him, make him look bad for 3 rounds. The odds aren't that good. But if I was going to parlay something, nothing's a sure bet. This is crazy. You can get every single one wrong here. Anything could happen on this card. Everything is so close. But that's probably I'd say I think Jacare was going to take that one, probably the most likely out of them all. But we'll see.